Hi, I'm Dilip Jeste, President of the American Psychiatric Association. This is my last video message as APA President. The past year has been an incredibly busy but exciting year and a great privilege to serve the field. I can summarize my feelings in 3 words: gratitude, pride, and contentedness. My gratitude extends to all the APA members for their trust and faith in my ability to lead this wonderful organization. For someone who was born, raised, and educated thousands of miles away, even belonging to the APA seemed like a fantasy, let alone being its president. I still have a sense of disbelief at how lucky I have been. I am indebted to APA's Board of Trustees, the Assembly, the district branches, and the various councils, committees, and work groups. I also want to express my heartfelt appreciation to all the APA staff for their service, commitment, and hard work. APA's primary mission is to help ensure that people with mental illnesses get the best possible health care. I feel proud to be a psychiatrist. Mental health parity would not have been on the horizon without years of effort on the part of thousands of psychiatrists along with other groups. The last year was filled with excitement, challenges, and opportunities. I'm proud that we accomplished 2 major tasks with long-lasting implications. One was completion, approval, and publication of DSM-5. The other was selection of a new medical director CEO to succeed Dr. Jay Scully. Dr. Scully will be stepping down at the end of 2013 after a decade of incredible service to the organization and to psychiatry. We will announce the new leader soon. A major ongoing challenge during the past several years has been fighting discrimination by insurance companies against people with mental illnesses. We have succeeded in a number of these battles, but we will continue to work until we win this war for our patients. We also have been advocating for better Medicare and Medicaid reimbursements for psychiatric care. In response to recent tragedies of mass murders, APA's crisis management teams have worked tirelessly. Recently, I formed a new coalition of physician organizations, including AMA and psychiatric subspecialty societies. Its goal is to coordinate efforts to improve mental health care and reduce the stigma that wrongly associates mental illness with violence. The past year has included countless hours of work and my share of sleepless nights, yet I would not trade it for anything else. For me, there have been several memorable occasions, like being invited to the White House to join President Obama for the announcement of the BRAIN Initiative. However, the most rewarding part for me as APA President is to hear a member say, "Thanks for what you and the APA are doing." That is priceless. I look forward to seeing you at the upcoming annual meeting in San Francisco. We'll celebrate publication of DSM-5, but also, for the first time ever, a past president of the country, Bill Clinton, will be our keynote speaker. This illustrates the rising stature of APA and our field. Finally, I want to thank you again for giving me this opportunity of a lifetime to lead the charge the past year. Robert Baden-Powell, who initiated the Scouting movement, wrote in his last letter to the Scouts, "Try to leave this world a little better than you found it." This should apply to presidencies too. Am I leaving the APA a little better than I found it? That will be for others to judge. However, I do know that the APA and all of you have left me much better than when you found me. For that, I will be eternally grateful. Thank you and wish you all the best.